Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're not out working. We are currently in the great snowpocalypse of 2026. And I got the skid steer warming up. We're gonna plow some snow today off the driveway. This, well, you can see, it's enough to shut us down on the excavation side, but this storm didn't end up being nothing what we was expecting. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm stuck at home, so I'm gonna jump in the skid steer. We're gonna blade my own driveway, get the snow off of it, because with the way my driveway lays out, if I don't get the snow off of it, it turns into a freaking ice skating ring. So I got the old girl warming up now. Let's get to it. This machine I'm sitting in now, this is our 335, and I haven't had this very long. We had a 333P, and recently upgraded to this, so this is the first time I've had it out in the snow. And guys, I'm sitting here pushing my own trash can around. That's one thing we're going to get into here in a minute. Is I'm going to answer the question, do I push snow? But this is the first time I've had this particular machine out in the cold weather, in the snow, and you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just shaving the top off. So I don't want to get down to the gravel here. I'm just trying to get a bulk of it off. That way when it does warm up and the snow comes, this is going to be the first to melt, if that makes sense. Because the only thing I'll have problems getting in and out of here would be my dump truck, because everything else we have is four-wheel drive. If it wasn't for our business, I wouldn't even plow this. My truck and our Jeep will get out of here just fine. But so something I wanted to talk to you guys about today is like the highs and lows of the market in leads. And guys, we are right now in that time of year when the leads are going to be extremely slow. Your phone's probably not ringing. That's completely normal. Don't panic. Be ready for it. You got to pre-plan. Like, get while the getting's good. And what I mean by that is the market in the leads and your phone ringing, it's going to do this. You're going to have months where you're like, my God, I need to hire 10 guys and I can't keep up with all this work and look at all the things we could be doing. And then the next month, it's going to be nothing. You're going to be like, oh my God, we're going out of business. This ain't good. The market's going to crap. That's normal. Feeling that way is normal. But the important thing is to have the right mindset and capitalize on the leads while they're there. And what I mean by that is when the leads are like this, you're on a high and you're getting all these leads, you need to answer your phone. That's step number one. Answer your freaking phone. I don't care how busy you are. And I've gotten comments on here saying, oh, it's unprofessional to answer your phone out on the job. And guys, don't listen to that. Answer your phone. Now, I don't know where that mindset comes from, but I've had those comments a few times now. I don't know if that comes from maybe contractors that are working by the hour. So if you're stopping it on your phone, now you're essentially stealing from your customer. I can totally get on board with that. I don't work by the hour. I work by the job. So it doesn't matter if I bid a driveway and it takes me 3 hours or 3 days, the price is the same. So I guess a little bit of context would help. So I'm not talking crap on anybody as far as comments and mentalities, guys. I appreciate all of the comments and all the suggestions, because we're all coming from different points of view. But my point is, step one, answer your freaking phone every time. And this is going to sound silly, and it's very elementary, guys. I'm 43 years old now, and I'm not this young whippersnapper that is all about technology and whatnot. But guys, I was I was always against this, but now I'm completely 180. My wife bought me these AirPods for Christmas, and I love them. I always made fun of people that walk around with those earbuds in their ears, but just try it. I'm telling you, just try it. They're amazing. You can put those in your ears while you're running a machine, and you can be running along, listening to music, and then your phone will ring, and if it's a customer, or it'll say the number, or if they're in a contact, it'll say through your ears, hey, Mike is calling. Do you want to accept the call? You can shake your head yes, or you can shake your head no to answer the phone. So you don't even have to pick your phone up. It's amazing. And those earbuds, they're not noise canceling, so you can still hear all around you, if that makes sense. So I highly recommend it. It's a way to increase your customer service and be productive at the same time, if that makes sense. It's technology. Use it. I was against it, but now I'm all for it. And you can be entertained. And 99% of the time when I'm running machines, guys, I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm learning. I'm dual purposing, because that's just, I'm always trying to learn. But that is number one. Answer your dang phone. Don't get this mentality and get cocky of, oh, I'm so busy, I don't need the work, and you have to make time for it. So answer your phone. If you get overwhelmed with bids, set one day of the week where you go out and you knock them all out at once. Don't go running around every single day, like if your phone rings and be like, yes, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Don't do that. You're gonna run yourself ragged. You need to line them up. That's what I do. And a good customer that has done their research on you, which those are the customers you want, they will wait for you. They'll wait for a bid. So that's that. And if you're super busy and you're booked out 3 or 4 months, that's where pre-qualifying your customers comes in, and that's a big part of it, because you don't want to waste your time or your customers' time. So if we get a call, we're super busy, like guys, we're always booked out 3 to 4 months. So the very first thing I ask, what's your timeline? And then I tell them how far out I'm booked. I'll be like, well, I can't get out there. Like if somebody called me today, I'd say, well, I would love to do the job. You know, what's your timeline on when you need this done? And then I would educate them, well, I'm booked out till about the end of May. Will that work for you? 75% of the time, guys, they don't wait. And it is what it is. But rip the Band-Aid off. Just get it over with. Don't drive out there and do bids for customers you're not going to get. So you're pre-qualifying your customers. You're making sure, hey, these guys will wait for me. You go out and do your bids. The next important step, collect a freaking deposit. You have to do it. And I know that's a touchy subject, especially where I work out here at Lake of the Ozarks. There's this term called getting Ozarked, because I'm just going to say it. There's a lot of contractors out here that take advantage of people, and we are all lumped into that same boat, that same category. So I have to overcome that all the time. And I have not gotten jobs over deposits. Like, I hold firm to that. Like, if I go out and bid a job and they like me and they're like, okay, Ron, let's get on the books. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and collect, it's 25% deposit to get on the schedule. I've had customers refuse to pay me the deposit, so I simply don't work for them. I say, well, that's our policy. And then it's your job as the owner and the salesman, because we are salesmen, guys. You may think we're equipment operators, but at the end of the day, we're salesmen. It's our job to educate people. So I've had really good luck if I get that opposition where a customer's like, look, I don't feel comfortable paying a deposit. There's too many scams. For one, it's hard not to take that personal and get butthurt. I completely understand that, because they're essentially saying that you might steal their money, and that is insulting. But you just need to educate your customers on why you collect that deposit. And the reason we collect deposits, and this is another lesson from the School of Hard Knocks, if you don't get a deposit, guys, people are going to keep shopping. That's what they do, and I know that from experience. you can take the time to go out and give them a bid and get them on the books. Be like, yes sir, sounds good, I'll be here in 3 months. You don't collect a deposit, and then you call them up 3 months later, go, all right, Mr. Smith, we're ready to roll on your project. Oh, Ron, we already got that done 3 months ago. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And in this whole 3 month period, you've been holding that time slot in them. So every lead you get, you're telling them you're booked out this far, but you're really not, because you got customers canceling on you, and you're looking out for yourself. In the end of the day, that's the ultimate deal, the ultimate thing with collecting deposits, is you are looking out for yourself. So there's a bit of a selfish element to that, but you got to look out for yourself. You got to be confident in your schedule. It builds confidence, and it's just something you need to do. You need to collect deposits. And if somebody doesn't want to hire you over a deposit, that means that it's probably not going to be a customer you don't want to work for anyway, because they have trust issues, and trust me, it's just not going to be good. We can go down a rabbit hole on that. So that's the gist of it, guys. Get the getting while the getting's good, because you're going to have times like right now when the getting isn't good and you're going to be freaking out. But like for us, we're good. I could care less. The phone's not ringing, and it does not. Man, I'm having all kinds of camera issues. It keeps shutting off on me. I'm gonna get rid of these GoPros because they're junk. But I forgot what we was even talking about. I'm like so easily distracted. Oh, I think what I was saying was, guys, like right now the phone's not ringing, and it's not ringing for anybody. So like for us, I capitalized, and when the phone was ringing, I answered it. I went out and did bids, and we got deposits. That's what I'm getting at. So to summarize what I'm saying here, guys, is like the market and the leads are going to do this number. That's normal. Be prepared for it. Don't freak out. Don't get excited when it's high. Don't get excited when it's low, because that's just the way it is. Always answer your phone. Go out and get bids, get deposits, get them on the books. And then when you're slow, or when the leads are coming in slow, doesn't matter. So basically, we can ride the highs, if that makes sense. Like the lows don't matter, because we got all this work to get us through the lows. So we just ride the highs, guys. And it's been working great for us. So that is that. Let's get this driveway done. Marketing is the hardest part of business. You can see what I'm doing here though. This is about exactly what I want. You can see just a little hint of gravel here and there. And then this is gonna be the first to melt off, so I can get the dump truck in and out. mailbox cleaned off for the mailman, and we'll be good. Our driveway's kind of in a crappy spot. Look at this. So we are right on a blind hill, and there's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to buy land from our neighbors, and everybody loves their land, and we can't seem to get any more down the hill from us. So we're stuck with what we got. That's okay though. It is a bit dangerous, and I'm a bit concerned when my girls start driving. So hopefully within the next 4 years we can hopefully buy a few acres of land down the hill here. If I could get down there to that bottom, we would be golden. But all the land out here is owned by old men, and they will not let go of land. What I'm getting at is I'm being careful because I'm on a blind hill. That's why I'm telling you all that. But trying to hook our mailman up, that way we can get mail. That'll work. That's good enough. So I'm pretty much done with the drive. Let's head up to the house. We'll clean off the areas around the house because that turns into a skating rink. Because everything out here is on a freaking hill, and I love it. I love the hills. I love the hills and hollers. When I was in the military, we was over at Whiteman Air Force Base for a long time, and that is the land of flat gravel roads and farmland, and I did not care for it. I like what we're doing here much better. Yeah, this road, this is exactly what we want. This works for me. Now this will be the first thing to melt off, is this drive here. Just a hint of gravel showing, you see that? That's what we want. Because if not, like I said, if I sit here and scrape down into the gravel, I'm gonna have gravel all over my yard, and it's gonna look like crap. So, and there will be a little bit of gravel. You can see I got there right there. Look at that. There's just ever so slightly, but you get the point. I am basically done. I did one more pass up and down just to check, but I'm calling it. We're good. This was my goal, was to just get the bulk of the snow off the road. You can see there's just a little bit of gravel peeking here and there, and that's exactly what I want, guys. Now this is my own driveway, so all I have to do is please myself. So it's kind of nice. For once, working for myself. I got something in my driveway. I need to, what is that? It's in there deep. It's a piece of string or something. I'll get that out. That dang reversing fans are running. I need to inhibit that. Come over here where you can hear me. So I do want to talk to you guys about one more thing before I let you go, because I know I'm going to get this question. Do I plow snow for hire? And the answer to that is no. And the reason being is I don't want to. And we have plenty of work, and we stay busy enough throughout all of the good months and the good weather that I don't have to come out in this, so I don't. And that's a good position to be in. Now, I may do it in the future. I don't know. You never know what the future holds for me, but I kind of enjoy doing this, to be honest with you. But I don't like the cold is the thing. And I know typically when you're out doing those kind of jobs, you have to salt the sidewalks and things like that, and I just don't want to do it. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you got anything from this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.